X. Well, Thomas Massey's gone. I know that. That's uh I guess on the live shows will be my algorithm and timeline, I guess. Which can be good, it can be good sometimes, bad sometimes, can be goonerish sometimes. You never fucking know anymore. But I will say that it's insane that APAC was absolutely able to drive Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene out of their positions in Kentucky, which Massey was, and Georgia, which Marjorie was. Not saying, I mean, my view's clear on voting. I think you're a fucking goy, zoggy retard if you're still voting. But this was like the last maybe genuine chance to vote someone in. But I think Thomas Massey actually probably won the vote, and it was just the votes didn't matter. APAC, whoever is gonna get Trump endorses this Jew Ed Gellerine or whatever his name is. You look at the after parties and you can tell. Come on, come on. You can tell if you look at the fucking after parties who won. And apparently there's like 10,280 ballots that came in overnight or some shit. I don't know, mail-in ballots that mysteriously popped up just like when the Biden election happened and he won. And I guess Ed Gillerine, I think that's how you say his name, who gives a fuck. We'll just call him the Jew. And the Jew, endorsed by Trump, got, I guess, won by around the same amount of votes that is the same number, like 10,200 or 10,400 that were mailed in mysteriously, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I guess this comes. I don't know if this is true or not. Let's go. Lauren Witzke. Um, she tweets that Ed Gallerine received 10,854 mail-in ballots tonight. Thomas Massey lost by 10,280. So that's just odd. So yeah, I don't know. There's not really much to say. I mean, like I said, you can go look at the after parties that they held. Like no one showed up to the Jews, and no one important. And you can look at like Massey's, um, where he gave a speech after losing, and there were so many people there, and yeah, he's dissing on Israel, saying he can't get a hold of his opponent to congratulate him or concede him into his former position because he's in Tel Aviv and shit. I don't know. Just look at the amount of people that have showed up for each candidate, and that should tell you enough. But I mean, just look at also who's taking money from APAC at this point. I mean, and then Marjorie Taylor Greene gets ran out by someone funded by APAC. Who cares? Cars for Kids is now banned. Thank God. Another day. I mean, it's like you try to stay away from the JQ and the this demographic of people, and you can't stay away. So I mean, that's it. Let's see what's going on today. What's going on? Okay, so Bezos. Let's just see this talk Bezos gave. I mean, I've seen a little bit of it. Hear anything because it thinks that my mic is my fucking headphones. That's annoying. Okay, I guess we won't watch. I guess we could read the quotes. He says you could double the taxes I pay, and it's not going to help that teacher in Queens. I promise you. Okay, dude. Okay, you Crowley sex magic. Hormone replacement degenerate is what Jeff Bezos says. Yeah, great job on making all that fucking money. Great job on. I'm pretty sure what didn't his parents didn't his grandparents essentially found DARPA? I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos' parents are the founders of DARPA or had some role in the start of it. Um, I could be wrong on that, but I think I'm right. Because we're told that Jeff Bezos is just this nerd that um lucked out, right? Just lucked there, not lucked out, but worked really hard in a garage to start Amazon for the love of books, and and had a great drive and um ambition, you could say. And you go, oh, that's a great story, just like every other fucking person that founds a tech company in this new day and age, whether it's Elon Musk, whose dad was an emerald farmer that probably was responsible for the start of the technocracy. Um, and that whether it's Mark Zuckerberg, I don't even know if he has parents or if they're even humans. um, Sam Altman, who I don't know what his parents were involved in, but they were definitely, I guess, okay with him doing some weird shit to his sister as they were growing up, as she claims. Um, and as well as his brother being a weirdo as well. So I mean, all these people just start, and then the Google founders coming out of, Stanford, anyone will tell you that has done any research. Any good investigative journalist has come out and said this for probably over a decade now. Stanford is just a CIA cutout. So when you have all these people coming out of Stanford or Silicon Valley, and they're just, creating businesses in their garage, you know, being, very ambitious, being great, hardworking, driven individuals, just remember that it's not one of those stories was truth. Not one. Not one. The background they give you, wrong. How they founded the company, wrong, because they didn't found these companies. They were given these companies and told you're gonna be the face of this, given your ties to the upper echelon of people and the entities that those people run. Given, you know, things like DARPA. No wonder Amazon is Jeff Bezos. His grandparents essentially were involved in starting DARPA, just like I said. So no one better than the bloodline to keep this DARPA owned, I would say DARPA founded business, Amazon, or you can say any of them could be DARPA or any of these military contracting companies or just the government in general. So yeah, I mean that's just my view on Jeff Bezos. I don't give a fuck what he has to say. I mean, he's trending because of this interview he gave. And so here's some more quotes. We don't have a revenue problem in this country. We have a spending problem. A nurse in Queens who makes $75,000 a year pays more than $12,000 a year in taxes. His suggestion: how about we start by having the nurse in Queens not pay taxes at all? We shouldn't be asking this nurse in Queens to send money to Washington. They should be sending her an apology. Okay, so he just doesn't want to pay taxes. He has a point here, but that's not the reality. He wants to sound based, but this is going to be, people are going to think this is a good idea, and everyone's going to be fucked in their ass. He says, um, the math behind it. The bottom half of income earners in this country pay only 3% of taxes. He added that the U.S. already has the most progressive tax system in the world. The top 1% of taxpayers pay 40% of tax revenue. I don't think taxes should be a thing at all. It's not in the Constitution. That's neither here nor there. We're stuck with it at this fucking point. But people like Jeff Bezos don't pay taxes because their money's it's essentially invested in their businesses or other stocks or assets. So it's not actually money, it's like potential money. And the only reason you would ever have to pay taxes on anything that you own is if you sell it and make money and capital gain. But you don't actually make profit or capital gain until you sell something like stock in your company or other assets. So this guy's lying about paying taxes. He probably had Epstein doing his fucking taxes for him and finding loopholes all over the fucking world and all through, you know, different countries and what they allow, which was his expertise, obviously. But it's someone that has all their money invested in their own business and it's in stock and it's in assets that they're not going to sell because they're just going to appreciate or they could go down. You don't have to sell. So as long as you don't sell, you're not making any capital gain or losing any money. So you actually don't have to pay taxes at all. That's a loophole as well. You just like put your money in LLCs, put it in your businesses, buy stock, assets, and just don't sell. And then you don't have to pay taxes on those capital gains. So it's as simple as that. That's why these people that want to tax the rich and increase it so much, it's never going to work because they there's loopholes that all of them are using. Their boy Jeffrey Epps, bro, wasn't just bending kids over. He was doing this. Um, yeah, I mean, it's just fucking goy slop to watch a Jeff Bezos interview. Oh, I forgot to bring this up on yesterday's episode, but um, that fucking CIA spook that everyone thinks is like a hero, John Kiriakou, who, yeah, exposed the torture programs in the Middle East, blah, 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 blah. Goes on Matan's podcast and says that 9/11 was not an inside job. It had nothing to do with Jews. As it's just, okay. You said some good shit, but now you're a spook. I don't care. Bustamante, fucking faggot with the dumbass hair, nappy ass, dumbass hair, Bustamante, fucking spook. These people are still part of the CIA. Come on. Um, Kiriakou, I mean, exposed the torture programs and all that and whistleblew on that. But I think they just put these whistleblowers out to like softly expose what they've been doing and kind of admit and kind of move on from shit that should be prosecutable and people should be hung for. But yeah, whether or not Kiriakou is genuine or not, I don't think he is. He's on Matan talking about 9/11 had no inside job. Uh, there was no inside job to it. And he's also saying that he fucking this is the weirder part that he was um what's his name? Jared Leto's high school fucking teacher, I guess. And Jared Leto's got the Laurel Canyon fucking military base mansion that he bought and lives in. I don't know if he lives there, but he owns it. He has a weird like cult like following, and I think he even has a cult of his own where people like worship him as a cult leader. He's in a band that no one knows. He's not really like we know him in movies, Requiem for a Dream, or I mean, he was in the one superhero one. I forget what that one's called, but he's in movies, but he was in Lord of War, I guess. But like he's never like he's not like known as he's not a Brad Pitt or DiCaprio. He's kind of just there. So I mean, I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people think, myself included, that there's some weird shit. Maybe he's one of these people, which there's many of them, maybe more than not, that is actually working with intelligence and even military psyop groups and operating within Hollywood and music and things like that. So, um, yeah. So I mean, let me see if this is actually real. John Kiriakou. Let's go, Jared Leto. Okay. So, see, I've had this tweet, and it's leading report tweets. 9/11 was likely not an inside job, says former CIA officer John Kiriakou. And then someone quoted the tweet, commented on it, and said, I was looking for a screenshot saying he worked for George Bush or something and found out he was Jared Leto's high school teacher. So, how do you. All right. So, I mean, God, come on. And so, yeah, this would explain Jared Leto's career, but everyone knows there's something going on with Leto and intelligence. But I want to know, like, okay. Oh, Jared Leto interviews his former teacher, John Kiriakou, about his former life as a spy and assigns an assignment to Iraq. Um, Shortly before the Gulf War, the professor Kiriakou mentions who recruited him to the CIA is Gerald Morton Post, a key figure in the field of political psychology. Fuck, we can't listen to it. So interview. I'm gonna go back and watch that. I wish I was using a different mic, but I'm using a lav mic right now, so it plugs into the fucking uh, headphone import or jack. So can't play it. Whatever. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely something there, I guess. Interesting, interesting. So I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, Jared Let. Okay, this is. I mean, so, I mean, I definitely think something's going on with Jared Leto, but so that was interesting. I thought. I don't Kiriakou, the spook. I mean, yeah, he's getting his praise and being renowned as a hero because of his whistleblowing. But I think that was just soft exposure that he was maybe assigned to carry out, and I think he's still maybe even operating as an officer, just like Bustamante likely is as well, which is why he can't give us any classified information. And actually goes on these podcasts that have thumbnails that make you think they're gonna fucking say something, and it ends up just being I can't confirm nor deny, or I can't speak on that every time something important's asked. So I don't trust him, and Jared Leto's high school teacher as well, crazy. Um, let's see. So yeah, I mean, hmm, uh. Mhm, Okay, so let's see what's going on with this mosque killing. And it's funny because yeah, it's not funny, but I guess one of the leaders in this mosque was like an avid, like kind of like a it was a Jew hater, and it was like it was like a Nazi Muslim. And the people that were carrying out the shooting have like manifestos that say like it's the Jews, it's the Jews, it's the Jews. So I mean, it was like I mean, it was essentially anti-Semites killing each other. I don't know if they knew it or not. I mean, on May 18th, all right, let's see. Yeah, it was Amin Abdullah is the guy that I think was a anti-Semite Muslim. I think most of them are, right? I mean, they get their fucking countries blown up by Jews. Um, yeah, like listen to this. One of the three deceased Muslims killed at the terror-linked Islamic Center of San Diego praised Adolf Hitler for killing Jews. Amin Abdullah is being celebrated by the media and Muslims on social media. The two teens who killed themselves after the shooting appeared to have left behind manifestos praising Hitler. The mosque is infamous for having some of the 9/11 hijackers among its members. Interesting. Uh, Transgender couple. That's amazing. You fucking people. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, that's amazing. Israel first, baby. Let's go. Um, former Navy SEAL, okay, Ed Gallery addresses the Israel first Groyper cries to support Misrepresentative Massey. The question is, they're saying you're Israel first and Massey is the real America first person. To to that to that you say? And Gallery says this race is a referendum for sure to see if coastal elite Democrats can buy a seat in Congress under the guise of a rhino Republican who has served for 14 years, and his name is Misrepresentative Massey. Mm, that is that is hilarious. Hilarious stuff. Hold on. Hold on, give me a second here. All right. Sorry for that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about the fucking Massey shit. I don't know why people are still voting. Retarded shit. Um. All right. Sorry, I fucking texting some people back. My bad. Yeah. Fuck. Israel first is trending. I don't know what. I'm just doom scrolling on that. I mean, this Rolling Loud movie looks fucking amazing. Um. Yeah. It's Owen Wilson, Matt Rife, and Travis Scott starring in a uh movie about the festival Rolling Loud, which is hilarious because it's the most degenerate festival now. I mean, I love the music too. It's just like you can't go to rap concerts anymore, or even like you can't go to like festival. Or I mean, you can go to the festivals where there's gonna be like a mix of different genres. But if you go to the rap sets now, it's just like degenerates. It's just um, it's just like degeneracy going on. Uh, it's just crazy. It's just absolutely fucking crazy. Um, and Yeah, I mean, that's just what it's come to. Just absolute degeneracy being carried out. And